welcome to the 2017 Student of the Year celebration. I'm Kenneth Dixon, privileged to serve the community on the school board, have for some time, as has this marvelous organization that has honored our students in an extraordinarily special way. It's what I refer to as one of our community, our school district and community's great force multipliers. The value that this adds to the educational efforts of a very professional staff that our community is blessed to have in our school district is immense. And credit needs to go many, many different directions, but it's hard to calculate what this means to students who are inspired by their peers, those that are selected and become representatives of this school district, of our community, transcends the years and the miles. And for that, we are very, very grateful. And those of us who are involved in even a small way, educating our next generation.
I support Student of the Month. I think it's a fabulous program. I have worked and lived in many communities, and there is nothing like this anywhere else except in our valley. Sally has done a great job putting it together, and to see the students and hear the students' heartwarming stories about their life, about their passion, is just incredible to me. I enjoy coming every single month. We support it with some gift cards for all of the students. And again, I am just a huge supporter of Student of the Month. It gives the youth of today, it gives you a refreshing look at how wonderful our youth truly is.
Well, the Chamber of Commerce is proud to support the Student of the Month program. The businesses of the Valley here in Murrieta and the surrounding areas feel that supporting the students is really important. We want to make sure that they understand that we care about them and the kids here in the community, and things that they do at school are important, and giving back to the community is as well. And we're trying to show that through our business involvement to let them know how much we care about them and how they do their business at school. And we want them to go to school and come back and give back to their community. And that's the most important thing that we're trying to get out of this program to them.
Good morning. Good morning, everybody. Hi. Everybody ready? Yes. Me too. I'm ready. Thank you. My name is Margaret Jones, and I chair this event. And it's my privilege and honor to be here and to welcome everybody. So let's get started. And if you would please join me as we welcome Karen Stevens from Student Venture to lead us in the prayer, the pledge, Mayor Rick Gibbs for the City of Murrieta, if you will please, gentlemen. And then we have our national anthem with the lovely Veronica Wiley from Vista Murrieta High School. So if you will please come forward so that you can do your part.
They can all hear me. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise, and as we begin the pledge,
Yes.
I would like you to remember right now we probably have upwards of 75 to 80,000 of our nation's young men and women defending our way of life. So please begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Cameron, if you will please. Thank you.
Good morning. Do join me in a word of prayer. Father, we are so thankful for this morning, the blessing it is to be here, to have this opportunity to come together and just spend some time hearing from these students, Lord, that have committed so much over the last 4 years to get to this point, Lord, where you have brought them. Father, I pray that you would continue to hold them close to your heart. I pray that we would just just have a wonderful morning, Lord, as we hear from them, hear their stories, their words of wisdom and encouragement. And Lord, may it be a blessing to our lives, Lord, as we move forward in this life together. Lord, we thank you. And as Mayor did mention, Lord, we do thank you for the men and women that are out there fighting for our freedom, the freedom that we get to enjoy in you, and the freedom that we get to enjoy living in the country that we do. We are thankful also for Sally and those that put this program on. Lord, we pray that you would just put a blessing upon them as well. We thank you, Father. In your name we pray. Amen.
Thank you. It's on. Can I take it? You can take it off.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
You may be seated. I'd like to introduce the following and ask them to stand at their seats, and please hold your applause. I'm going to introduce our schools. Vista Murrieta High School, Principal Mick Wagger, student Nandini Patel. Oak Grove Center, Principal Tammy Wilson, student Lakeisha Stanford. Calvary Murrieta Christian High School, Derek Roth Principal, student Stanley Adam Schwab. Springs Charter Schools, Administrative Principal Catherine Pangle, student Shane Alavela. Murrieta Mesa High School, Principal Steve Ellis, student Isaac Kunolada. Murrieta Valley High School, Principal Eric Mooney, student Megan Everts. These are the wonderful people that we're honoring and recognizing today, and principals for all their efforts that they do to make the program welcome. And then we have, we're missing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm so sorry. This isn't on my list, and I apologize. And then we have Murrieta Canyon Academy, Principal Martina Hedges, student Natalie Lopez. Thank you, I appreciate that. Please join me as we welcome Sally Mowers, the founder of the wonderful program that's being presented. Sally, if you will, please.
Good morning. It is so exciting to be here and to welcome and congratulate all of our students of the month and now student of the year. So that's just really such a pleasure. And our program is celebrating the end of its 25th year of honoring outstanding high school college-bound seniors. And our mission statement is particularly important because that is how you were first honored as Student of the Month. And I want to be able to share that mission statement with all of you because there may be some new folks in the room that weren't able to attend our Student of the Month program, but we are a nonprofit organization And we are local, and we recognize outstanding high school, college-bound seniors for their character, their love of learning, how you all juggle numerous activities from campus activities, community service to athletics, or how you've persevered through challenging life circumstances. And it's all done in a setting that honors God, our country, community, family, and for those of us in business, what we like also is free enterprise. So we all come together in this room to be able to celebrate students have truly made a difference at a time when it's been important to make a difference. And so our program began in Temecula in 1992, moved up to Murrieta in 95, Lake Elsinore in 96, and Paris Menifee in 98. So there's 4 of these programs. And in the 25 years that we have been honoring students, we've honored over 8,000 students. And you might say, that's a lot, and it is. But when you think about the number of students within all of those school districts, it's a very small percentage. And usually there's a very smart, high-end, intelligent math person in the room that can figure out what that percentage is. It will not be me. But I just know it's a very small percentage. So you are in a very elite group of charming students that are receiving this award. And this year, the program has raised over $57,300 between all 4 programs and scholarships. And what's important for you to know is that every penny that was raised in Murrieta for our program stays in Murrieta and will be divided equally between all of you. So Margaret and Jen are going to talk a little bit more about that scholarship part. But I want to introduce our volunteers because all of you know, because you are all very busy and involved in things, you work with groups of people, you work with volunteers, and we do too. And so we're really as good as our volunteers are, and we have outstanding volunteers that keep our program running seamlessly. So I'd like to introduce them. And you met Margaret Jones from A1 Tuscany Travel. So Margaret, you come forward. Yes. And Jen Pham, I have to say Mahara's Pham. So these 2 ladies, okay, we call ourselves the 3 amigas, and sometimes it's the mama, the other mama, the grandmama, well, really now the great-grandmama. So, yeah, and I'm a grandma now, too. But anyway, we have a lot of fun together, as you can see. And what is exciting is that Margaret, and I have to say, Margaret has A1 Tuscany Travel right beside us. There are not a lot of travel agencies around, but she still does it, and she is awesome. I had to say that. Anyway, I can say that, right? Yes, yes. So anyway, she has been part of our program since we began 22 years ago, and she loved it so much as a chamber representative that when I was needing a little bit of extra help, she says, I can come in and chair that program for you. So in 2002, she's been chairing our program, and the interesting thing is in 2002, Jennifer was the Murrieta Valley High School Student of the Month and Student of the Year. So you kind of are seeing the connection, what happens here. And then she graduated from college, has come back, and she's been volunteering with us ever since she returned from college. So the 3 of us, I mean, we adore each other, and we love you all. And so, ladies, thank you so much for all you do to our program. Thank you. So now we want to introduce the rest of our volunteers that are absolutely amazing. There's Llewellyn Fickey with Commerce Bank of Temecula Valley. And Dan, I don't think Llewellyn is here just yet, but Dan, I want you to come forward with Commerce Bank of Temecula Valley. And Dan is a greeter, and Llewellyn, who also works with Dan, actually runs the scholarship part of our program, the applications and the judging, so you know that's a big job. And then we have Jerry Selway with Pacific Western Bank. She actually helps me administrate by sending out those checks to the colleges. That's very important. We have Karen Paris with Murrieta Valley Unified School District. So Karen runs our publicity. She takes wonderful notes, and she writes articles, and she works with Kip. Kip, you come forward, who does all of our photography. Oh, you can't. You're doing pictures. Okay. You're excused. Okay. You get the hall pass today.
Teacher says you
okay,
get a pass.
yes. And Kim Garcia, our accountant. Andrea Canachola Conchola. She's with Costco. She helps us with our marketing, and we really appreciate Miss Andrea. Andy Morris with Farmers Insurance, and Andy is also one of our awesome greeters. He's doing the 50-yard dash this morning. We like that. And Rhonda Levine, she does our communications for Murrieta Valley Unified School District. Miss Rhonda. So she is the voice of our program digitally, because she sends out all the notices to everybody. So that sweet email that you receive comes from Rhonda, which is awesome. Derek Gonzalez, who is our gift coordinator king, and look at that, from Altura Credit Union, and he helps Margaret put together the gifts, and he's a great fan of our program. Group Run Production, Mr. Allen behind the camera. Thank you, Mr. Allen. We have Kip. Tracy Clark, your daughters can be here today, but she's amazing. She helps out Margaret so much. And Murrieta Mesa High School, we want someone to come up here from the high school because you help with the printing of the program. And I think that about covers it. And Stephen Ashby behind the camera. So these are the volunteers, so give them a great round of applause. Thank you. Oh, everyone look.
Oh, closer, closer.
If you say Sizzler, you can smile.
Okay, all right. All right.
Boom, boom, boom. When you're done,
What do you want
push
us
your
to
button. Push your button, camera. There you go. Thank you.
Oh.
Here we go. Big smile.
Sizzler.
Great job. Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right, Miss Margaret, back to you, Margaret. Thank you.
As Sally explained, it takes a team. And not only is it this team, it's the wonderful people that help sponsor our program. You know, we just have such a great opportunity to network with our community in our way as well. We have breakfast sponsors, and you know, I would ask each of those that are here today when I call you to please come up front, because we want a group picture too, okay? It's in the program. Alpha Baking, Dave Robinson, his son actually is the one that heard about the program, and he's in Phoenix, but his dad's here. Unfortunately, I could not reach him. Altura Credit Union, Derek Gonzalez, please. Andrea Conchola, Unique Makeup. These are my breakfast sponsors, please. Azusa Pacific University, Rachel Jacobs. Bechet Enterprises, Cal State San Marcos Southwest Center in Temecula. Two young ladies. Okay, thank you.
Crystal is here from Bechet. So
Crystal Fane, who's that?
from Bechet.
Oh, okay. Bechet Enterprise, Crystal Shay McCain. Where's Crystal? Oh, okay, thank you. Calvary Murrieta Christian High School, Derek or Des, whichever one of you, because they are also one of our sponsors. Gosh Ford. Loma Linda University Medical Center, Catherine Pepe. Pacific Western Bank, Jerry Selway. Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, representing Dr. Judy White, is Cynthia Glover Woods. Sally Restaurant? Sizzler Restaurant, Sally Myers. And Springs Charter School. Now, these are the wonderful people that contribute for our breakfast so that we can be successful. So, please give them a round of applause. And I guess we have to get in closer. Are we okay?
Everybody squeeze in real close.
Oh, come a little closer. Come a little closer.
Here we go. Big smiles. You can be happy. 3, 2, 1. Too legit to quit.
Thank you. At the end of the year, we also have some people that like to generously give an extra little gift for the students. And so this morning, I would like to bring forward also for a picture, Abbott Vascular, Ray Evans, Ray, if you will, and Michelle. Costco Beach Towel, Andrea. Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District. They've got a beautiful engraved plaque. Andy Morris representing. Jerry Selway with Pacific Western Bank. She generously donated those wonderful white laundry baskets you saw. So there's a hint that goes with that laundry basket, okay? The Promenade gift, Jeff Kurtz, he is also each month given a nice little gift card for you, but for the end of the year, he's also donated one a little larger. Stad Horse Sanctuary, Patty Roberts. Patty, please. Patty's been with us for a long time, and she's giving you the opportunity to go out and experience what it's like to work with and be around the animals. So let's give them a round of applause. These are the extra gifts.
Here we go. Big smiles. Slide to your right hand. Keep them happy. 3, 2, 1. Ooh, stay there. I'm up.
Come on, kid.
1, 2, and 3. Perfect.
Thank you. Thank you again. As you came in, you saw those wonderful baskets, and your students have been here before, so you know what is contained in there. But there's also a lot of other little extra goodies. And, you know, we can't thank our people enough because the contributions have been absolutely wonderful. City of Murrieta has given you a backpack every month, Mayor Gibbs. Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District, Andy Morris representing them again, a water bottle and a lunch bag. In-N-Out Burger, Save the Animals, Patty Roberts, horseback riding lessons. Sally Myers, gift certificate. Richie's Diner, which is Sally's parents, have a gift for you in there too. Texas Roadhouse, gift certificate. Promenade Guard, gift card. Cal State University San Marcos, certificate. YMCA of Murrieta, Zach Geller. Where's Zach? Okay, thank you. Costco Temecula, a goodie tote. Andrea again. Bechet Enterprises, Jamba Juice, Firehouse Subs, and there's so many other little items in there too, but the most important item of all, really, it's not that the others aren't, but this is really important. You kids know the drill because you have got a nice packet of thank you notes again. And we have supplied you with the list. So there's no reason that you cannot do that. And I know it's end of the year for you, all those things, but once again, I have to express how important it is that you send those. Because when we get those, it tells us more, how much you really do appreciate what we're doing. And so with that done, it encourages them, all of us, to come back. So you have that key important element that you must take care of. So that's one of the other nice things in your pack. And so let's just give them a round of applause too for their kind donations every month. I'd also like to thank the Temecula Creek Inn for providing the table linens. They have been so generous with us over the last few years to do this, and it sure sets the tone for the niceness and the quality of what we have today. So thank you to the Temecula Creek Inn. Let's give them a round of applause. I also want to thank Alan Cook and Steve Ashby with Group 1 Productions for videotaping the event, preparing a DVD for each family, and production for airing on Time Warner Cable TV. I know that the city of Murrieta has arranged for the video viewing on the TV, and it's still Time Warner 33, I believe, and it's at 6 o'clock on Thursdays and Sundays. So each of you students will receive one of these DVDs as well. I want to thank the Commerce Bank of Temecula for providing the courier service to pick up gifts that were needed for the program. A big thank you to the Queen. To me, she is the Queen. Ellen Luficki. She has gone above and beyond to do so many things. And you know, she's so involved with things at the bank and the community. She has just kept that drum going, kept the beat going for us. So Lou Ellen, wherever you are today, thank you. We really appreciate. Now, this morning, each of you students are going to be honored with a beautiful medallion. Shows you are super. Super, super, super. And that's the courtesy of the Loma Linda University Medical Center here in Murrieta. Thank you to Catherine Pepe and and the hospital for providing those. So it's important. So wear them proudly all day. Show off. Be the big star. Wear that thing. Don't be embarrassed. Just walk around strutting with your medal, okay? Make sure you do that because it's important. So, all right, at this time we will start, and I'm going to tell you that each of the students and principals, we have a time limit, and I'm going to blow the whistle today if you're not taking me seriously for the time, okay? So, 2.5 minutes to the student. The principal gets 30 seconds, 45, I guess we give them a little bit more. Anyway, we've asked them, to share with us what college they're going to go to, what they plan to study and why. Share your passion and how unique it is to you. A whole multitude of questions. So the students will be answering a lot of these. So then we will have, as you know, I'll leave that part for Jennifer. So what we're going to do at this time then is to start with Jennifer? Nope. We're going to start with the students. Okay? So, principals, you know the drill. You have your number and everything. So let's get the program rolling. Thank you.
Principals, we've been trained. We are supposed to do this first. We're supposed to be close. Good morning. My name is Steve Ellis, and I'm the principal at Murrieta Mesa High School. I want to start by thanking Sally, Margaret, and Jennifer, as well as all the sponsors that make such an incredible experience all year long. Today, I want to give a special thanks to Margaret Jones for the years of dedication to this program, our students, and her willingness to train us principals so we don't screw this up. I would also like to congratulate all the other students, families, and educators that make these mornings my absolute favorite all year long. Depending on the school these students attend, they are asked to demonstrate pride, class, the right way, or any other phrase that embodies what we want our schools to represent. At Mesa, we use pride, standing for purpose, responsibility, integrity, duty, and excellence. There's no doubt that all the students in this room today have been shining examples of these characteristics. At Mesa, we have another saying, pursue your passions, leave a legacy. Today, I'm going to share the legacy our student of the year, Isaac Kunalata, has left at Mesa. Isaac is leaving a legacy of determination. Isaac had a goal of attending a military academy, and I'm pleased to announce that he will be the first ever Mesa graduate to attend West Point. He had a goal, worked incredibly hard to achieve that goal, and is leaving a legacy showing other students what is possible. He unfortunately will also be leaving his hair behind. So I couldn't help, I'm sorry. Isaac is leaving a legacy of integrity at Mesa. He's always been true to himself, his faith, and his values. He helped to start the Rooted in Christ Club at school, is unashamed of his faith, and has provided the courage and support for other students to be comfortable in who they are. Isaac has led by example that it's okay to get involved in all school activities, but not let the specific activity define who you are. He's not just a jock because he ran all 4 years. He's not just a choir kid or a drama kid because he's been involved in those all 4 years. He's not just a top scholar. Isaac isn't defined by his activities, he's defined by his actions, and his actions back up his words. That is integrity. Isaac is also leaving a legacy of hope at Mesa. He is always positive and kind to everyone he sees or meets. Even when he's stretched too thin with all his commitments and obligations, he is upbeat, has a smile on his face, and has a word of encouragement for his peers and for staff. In today's craziness of busyness and expectations for our students, Isaac is able to point out the positives to others. As I stated earlier, the E in pride stands for excellence. It's clear that Isaac is leaving a legacy of excellence. He's an excellent student, an excellent performer, and an excellent human being. I'm excited for you to hear from Isaac this morning. I'm sure in the short time he speaks with you, you understand why the Student of the Year Committee found him to be deserving of this recognition. It is my pleasure to introduce Isaac Kunalata.
Thank you, Mr. Ellis. I'm very touched. All right. Hi, my name's Isaac Kunalata, and something I'm passionate about is understanding why people make the decisions they do. What prompted them? What was their motivation? Are they self-driven? Are they pushed to do it? Are they doing it for someone else? Every case is different, but once you understand the why behind someone, it's easy to respect and appreciate that person. To understand someone, though, you need to have a certain level of identity, to share a certain level of identity with that person. It's easiest to understand the people who live similar lives to the ones we live. That's why there's culture. That's why there's community. But to understand cultures outside of our own, to understand people who live different lives than the ones we live, you need to be versatile. And I think that's something that I am. So in my high school experience, I've met and befriended people who have vastly different expectations and goals for their lives. I think these relationships were all made possible through versatility. I have a lot of friends in cross country, which was one of my fortes all 4 years at Mesa. Also in drama and choir, I participated in those. All of the smarty pants kids as well. I mean, I'm kind of one of them. They were all my friends too. Also the exchange students from the TBI program that our city has to offer. Two of my best friends, Spark and Bill, they no longer live in this area. They live in Escondido now, but we were super close for the time they were here. People in the language art departments, just a lot of different social groups. But I'm really close with all of them because I have a little bit of something in common with all of them. And even if I don't, I try to find something that I do. And I want to know what they're passionate about. And if I can join them in it and be a part of it, passion brings out the greatest potential that all of us have inside of us. So I might not be unique in this inherent curiosity I have of others or the ability to befriend a wide range of people. But I think what makes me unique is what I plan to do with this. So, the military? Why the military? You're talking about appreciating everyone for who they are and what they do, talking about bringing people together through peace and understanding, bringing out the best of them, and you want to go to the military? That's laughable. This is a conversation I've had with a lot of people. Being that my next step in life is attending the United States Military Academy, or more popularly recognized as West Point. But to this I respond that I think it's the absolute best route for me. The United States military has one of the largest international presences on the planet, and although it's a means to protect our freedoms and liberties, it can also be a medium for understanding and an avenue for peace. West Point will give me the opportunity to meet and befriend people who have a global influence and are capable of making the changes we need in the world. And if I work diligently and apply myself well to the things I do, maybe I'll be able to become one of these people. Still though, Martin Luther King, he didn't stand at the pulpit when he was 5 years old. At 5, he was sitting in the pews watching his father speak and learning through observation. And I'm thankful to have grown up watching and learning from great people. My parents, who have cared for me as much as they could and always pushed me to be the best that I could be. For the pastors and leaders in my church who have poured into my life and trusted me with responsibilities. To the teachers at Calvary, where I attended elementary and middle school, who would always pray for me every day in the classroom and pray for the classroom. And to all the staff and teachers at Murrieta Mesa who are very hardworking, very driven, and truly make the school as great as it is. I'd also like to thank the Chamber of Commerce. I appreciate everything you guys are doing here for this program and for recognizing all of us. I hope it's a tradition that continues long into the future.
It is my pleasure to introduce the principal of Murrieta Valley High School, Eric Mooney.
Congratulations. Good morning. My name is Eric Mooney. I'm the principal at Murrieta Valley High School, and it is truly an honor to stand here and introduce to you the 2017 Murrieta Valley High School Student of the Year, Megan Everts. Before I go into talking about Megan a little bit, I also want to congratulate all the other winners here today and their families, as well as The sponsors and the organizers, Miss Margaret, Sally, Jen, thank you guys so very much for making this truly a special event for our students. So, Megan. Megan is a full IB diploma graduate. Not even, you graduated now from IB. She is also the co-valedictorian for her class of 2017. She has an excellent GPA, excellent scores on standardized assessments, and has been super involved on our campus. But that's not why she was selected as Student of the Year. I guess a few nights ago, actually, I got the chance to watch Megan complete what I felt like was a transformation from this shy little freshman to this just amazing, well-articulated young woman as she was presenting her extended essay at the IB graduation. And I could not tell you the depth of that 4,000 word essay that she wrote, and study and research and all the time that took. I was not smart enough to kind of keep up with all the stuff that she had, but it was amazing to hear those students present their EEs. But she's here because of her commitment to the programs around our campus like Yearbook, National Honor Society, Science Olympiad, IB, the Girl Up Club, the Interact Club, and she's just maintained such a high level of accomplishment while balancing all of those other activities. And it's just a testament to her amazing hard work and dedication and passion for learning. As we talk about passion, pursuing your passion and leaving a legacy, she has truly left a legacy at Murrieta Valley High School as well. On top of all that, she's found time to complete over 200 community service hours and at the California Family Life Center, Planet Youth, and giving back to her community, while all the time striving for excellence in her studies. She's also traveled to France and China, the UK, and embracing the international mindedness and global perspectives of the IB program. She has been a stellar student, epitomizing the Nighthawk motto of the right way, with respect, integrity, teamwork, and excellence. Megan, you have truly left a mark on our school. Congratulations. And ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Megan Everts.
Thank you, Mr. Mooney. Good morning, everyone. I'd like to start out by expressing my gratitude towards everyone who made this scholarship opportunity possible and breakfast possible. I'm so honored to have been selected as the Student of the Year for Murrieta Valley. In order to discuss what my passion is and how I want to pursue it, I first need to start with an anecdote explaining how I discovered it. So Mr. Mooney already briefly mentioned this about my travels abroad, but I'm going to explain it a little more in depth. So during my freshman year, I received a brochure in the mail advertising a summer program at the University of Oxford in which I could study literature. And when I flipped through the brochure, I fell in love with the program and was set on attending it, until I discovered that it cost $8,000 to do so. My hopes were quickly shattered as I knew there was no way my family could afford this. However, I discovered that the program offered scholarships, so I immediately relayed this information to my mother. And she thought my chances were very small to win this scholarship, so she responded, "Oh, if you can get a full scholarship, I'll pay for your airfare." And I bet she regrets that decision because I took her up on that offer and I ended up receiving a full scholarship for that program. And this program ignited it within me a love for traveling and experiencing other cultures. So I decided to apply to more programs and see what else I could get. And so the summer after Oxford, I received a scholarship to travel to China, where I taught English to Chinese migrant farmers' children. And then the summer after that, I received a scholarship to travel to France, and I lived with a French host family, and I took French language and culture classes. All of these experiences have made me who I am today, and they've led me to the development for this passion I have for learning about other cultures and learning languages. In order to pursue this passion further, I will be attending the University of Pennsylvania as a Questbridge Scholar, where I plan to major in international relations. Here, I will continue to challenge myself academically as I've been accepted into the university's Benjamin Franklin Scholars Integrated Studies program, which will allow me to broaden my range of knowledge. Although I'm nervous to move far away from home, I'm very excited for the adventure, and I know that it will push me outside of my comfort zone and help me continue to grow. After I earn my bachelor's degree in international relations, I hope to serve in the Peace Corps and maybe even become a diplomat. A far-off dream of mine is to receive the Rhodes Scholarship to earn my master's degree at the University of Oxford, but that's way far in the future. We'll see what happens there. Throughout my life, I feel that I've been given so much by others to help me succeed, so I would like to return the favor by helping others out in the future. At this time, I'd like to thank my parents, Rebecca and Alan Everts, and I'd also like to thank my aunt because they've done so much to support me throughout my years in high school. And once again, I would like to thank all the administrators and sponsors here for providing me with this opportunity. Thank you.
Next, I would like to welcome out Springs Charter School with their student, Shane Alavia.
Good morning, my name is Erica Zemmer and I'm an admin designee for Springs Charter, representing Gina Wickwire, principal this morning. I'm very proud of Shane and I'm very honored that he's representing Springs this morning. Thank you to everyone who's been involved in making this event possible. These events really embody the old adage, it takes a village. These are the moments, as educators that are really warm our hearts, and it makes me emotional. These are the things that we work so hard for every day, and I'm so proud of Shane and all of his accomplishments. And I'm happy to introduce his teacher, Miss Ashley Gear, who was unable to attend the Student of the Month due to her being out on maternity leave. So Miss Gear is going to say a few things about Shane this morning.
Okay. Good morning. I could go on and on about Shane, so I know we have a time limit. I'm just going to read what I wrote. First of all, I would like to say thank you to the Marietta Chamber of Commerce, volunteers, and all of the sponsors for giving so much of your time and effort to put together this wonderful celebration for these students, and for recognizing their dedication to their educations and service to the community. And I'm so happy to be here today and recognize the hard work and accomplishment of so many students. But in particular, I'm delighted to be here to honor Shane and his incredible work and dedication. Shane has been a student of mine for the past 4 years. I've been his teacher of record, I've been his mentor through all of his classes and internship studies. And I've had the privilege of teaching and observing him in so many roles throughout those years. And every time he amazes me with his meticulous dedication to his studies. Every paper is in its place, every set of notes is perfectly organized, every assignment completed to its fullest. Shane demands the absolute best from himself as well as the people around him. He pushes other students to do all of their work and make sure that it's correct. Shane is also my TA, and on more than one occasion, students would say to me, "Don't let Shane grade my paper, I know there's a mistake." And I would always laugh at this because I knew that the idea of Shane grading their papers would have them rechecking and triple checking their work to make sure that him and his trusty red pen and his ruler to make sure the MLA margins were exactly perfect, would have them a little bit nervous. And they did not want to watch Shane attack their paper with his red pen. So they went above and beyond to make sure that their work was completed correctly. Shane has even pushed me to be a better teacher, always finding that one typo or questioning me on details and reasons for a particular event in history. I would make sure that I double-checked everything that I did, and that I did even more research than normal so that I could answer any question that he could come up with. And you never want to tell Shane you don't know the answer to something. So never one to be content with a basic answer. Many of these questions would turn into class discussions and debates, and there was never a dull moment. He pushes himself in all areas. He's taken several honors and AP classes, as well as dual enrollment classes such as mechanical engineering, English, U.S. history, sociology, psychology, music, algebra, and pre-calc at MSJC. And on top of his studies, he's been involved in our school's ASB program for the past 4 years, the Rotary Club or Interact Club for the past 4 years, even being one of just a handful of students to be chosen to attend the coveted RILA convention, which is a weekend leadership conference. And he's also a leader in our school's robotics club, which has competed all over. Shane has also completed 2 years of internship with a local engineering company, becoming the right-hand man of the owner. Shane was also the go-to person for my long-term sub while I was out on maternity leave. And when I returned, I actually had teachers saying, you didn't even need a sub. Shane could have just done the class for you. He didn't even need her. On top of all of that, he's also very involved with his local church. Even with everything he has going on in his life, Shane has managed to maintain a 4.25 GPA and is a member of both the National Honor Society and the National Society of High School Scholars. After everything, I'm delighted to say that Shane has been accepted to Cal Poly San Luis Obispo and will be working towards his degree in electrical engineering, electrical engineering in the fall. I cannot tell you how much Shane will be missed on our campus. He has touched so many staff members and students, and for the past 4 years, we have truly relied on him for various tasks. But from all of us at Springs Charter, we want to wish you the absolute best and give you our most sincere congratulations. We cannot wait to see what further accomplishments are in your future. So ladies and gentlemen, Shane Olavilla.
Thank you, Ms. Richmond and Ms. Gear. So now that all of you think that I'm an OCD nerd, I will start my speech. So, good morning, everyone. My name is Shane Olavilla. I'm going to first start by thanking all of the Murrieta Chamber of Commerce for their support and saying congratulations to my fellow students of the year. So congratulations. I'm sure that they all share the same pride and feeling right now representing our school in such an amazing way. So I'm going to be talking about my passion for not only engineering, but my passion for service and how I've accomplished that through high school and how I plan to continue that into college. Throughout my entire educational career, I've always focused on becoming an engineer. I didn't know what kind of engineer, but I just knew that I liked using my hands to create innovative solutions to problems. Throughout my time in high school, it was my goal to figure out what kind of engineer I would become and what I would contribute to my community. I began this journey by joining my high school robotics team, the Cyborg Zombies. On the team, I did everything from wiring circuits to machining parts. I also learned the business aspects and the importance of the business aspect of engineering from the team through web design, grant writing, fundraising, budgeting, and many more things. It was also a goal of ours to spread our love of STEM, which is science, technology, engineering, and math, throughout our community through outreach events such as summer and winter STEM camps for autistic students. Along with my passion for robotics, I gained interest in other clubs that were offered at my school, many other clubs. I soon joined my school's Interact Club, where my fellow interactors and I reached out into the community and decided that we wanted to instill change, specifically with special education students. During my sophomore year, we started our very first spring day of play, where we invited various special education students from the community to come out and just have a fun day at the park. This fun day for kids also gave parents the opportunity to network with other local parents, teachers, and therapists to help their children with their treatment. Now, and as the president of the club, I'm glad to announce that this past May marked our third annual Spring Day of Play. In addition to Interact, I've also been an active part in my school's National Honor Society. I currently serve as the president of the club, where we focus on projects that bring people who are in need what they need. Along with many other projects, we've sent school supplies to kids in Belize so that they could attend school, and we've collected jeans for homeless teenagers in the LA area. This will also be my fourth year on the school's associated student body, where I currently serve as the speaker. In ASB, it is our goal to serve our school and make it as fun and enriching for our fellow students. From my experiences, I've realized that my passion for engineering and the community go much further than high school. In college, I plan on joining my school's Rotaract Club, which is the college level for Interact, where I hope to continue to serve my local community. I also plan on joining the Engineers Without Borders Club, whose members collectively travel to third world countries in hopes to innovate and solve their problems, such as water. I will also be challenging myself to further my knowledge in the engineering field by taking a summer job at GHI Industries, which is the company I intern for currently. It's an engineering company where I'll be working on designing, manufacturing, and installation of custom industrial machinery, such as printing conveyors. I would now like to take the time to thank my parents, Shanna and Aaron. And I would also like to thank God, my family, my mentors, my teachers, and many other people that have affected my life for supporting me in all of my endeavors. I'll now conclude by gladly announcing that in the fall I'll be attending Cal Poly San Luis Obispo, where I will be majoring in electrical engineering. Thank you.
And next week, I'd like to welcome up Martina Hedges, the principal of Murrieta Canyon Academy, representing Natalie Lopez.
Good morning. First, I want to start, like the other principals, thanking the many sponsors that make today possible, not only for the recognition of these amazing young people, but the support in the community as a whole. And I'd also like to thank all the incredible, talented people who put together today for the Student of the Month and the Student of the Year. This is exciting for us because this is a year of firsts for us. And this is our first year of opening Murrieta Canyon Academy. This is my first year as a principal, which has been awesome. Principals, don't laugh. This is our first everything, and it's exciting to be here with Natalie, who is our Student of the Year, because she was our first Student of the Month in October, and now she is our first Student of the Year. So. And I'm here to talk about Natalie. I could read off all the statistics about Natalie. She's a good student. She's in our independent study program. She's she's done all the community service that she needs to do. She's done amazing things. But the reason why Natalie was chosen as our first Student of the Month is she's known in our campus, and I kind of coined the phrase as the Natalie effect on our campus. And the reason being is that she's just an amazing young woman who has an amazing heart for people, and it's going to serve her well. When I first started last year, I was the administrator at Tanaha and Creekside. All I would hear is about, we're having struggling students, they're having problems in doing online learning, and they're like, we'll get Natalie on it. I'm like, is this an employee that I don't have any clue about? And I'm like, they're like, oh yeah, the counselor's like, oh yeah, we're gonna have them contact Natalie. I'm like, who is this Natalie? And they're like, oh yeah, it's Natalie Lopez. I'm like, should I know this person? And they're like, oh yeah, she's a student here. And I'm like, okay. So I'm like, well, what does this Natalie do that's so amazing? And they're like, no, we give the students her number, they call her, she sets up time to come and meet with them, and show them how to organize their time, organize their studies, and so that they will be as successful as she is at Murrieta Canyon. That is amazing to me because this young lady spends her time helping others. And I have to tell you that when she came to us, and the reason why she came to independent study was that she had obstacles to overcome, and she struggled with learning and academics. She overcame those and put other people on the right track. And that's amazing for a young person. Natalie is going to use this in the future because she's going to go and study to be a physical therapist, which she already does. She works in a physical therapy office, helping others, imagine that. Though I know, Natalie represents so many firsts for us, our first Student of the Month, our first Student of the Year. I know that this will not be the last accolade that she receives. I know this. I know this young woman is going to do amazing things in the future. The Natalie effect will continue and earn her much, much acknowledgement in the things that she does. We are so very proud to have Natalie represent us at MCA as our first Student of the Year.
Thank you, Ms. Beach. I'm so humbled and feel very undeserving of this award. I think it affirms that I am working with my gifts from God. My everyday mission is to help others be able to recognize their own capabilities, see the light when theirs may be dark, and have a drive for success no matter what their circumstances. I genuinely value the role of a helper and am the first person to admit how hard it is to ask for help. Usually people can recognize characteristics, personality traits, and habits because they are familiar with them, and if not, then they learn and they gain wisdom. This weird thing happens when I help people though, and a lot of the times what they're struggling with, I am too. I can speak and give the best advice and even recognize things I didn't beforehand. I think a lot of us can resonate with this and relate. How amazing that we can help ourselves through helping others. I needed to share that because it genuinely excites me and gives me an inner joy that maybe I can pass on that recognition to you as well. So being in an independent study program gives me extra free time to do things on my own. I have been able to find my passion through working a few different jobs. Being a physical therapist aide and receptionist has opened my eyes to a career where I can make a difference in people's lives. I will be doing a 4-year program to get my business degree and then focus on getting my bachelor's in science or linguistics. Or maybe even my PhD to own my own office. We'll see. The opportunities I have received are blessings, and I'm excited to see where God can take me in life. Thank you.
Did you say where you were going to school, or did I miss it?
No, I didn't.
Oh, good.
I'm going to just be doing the MSJC at the community college. There's a 2+2 program, so you do 2 years at MSJC, 2 years at San Marcos, and you study in a cohort. So you get your business license kind of with your friends. So, yeah.
See, I told you, amazing. Okay, so I am happy to call up our next school, which is Oak Grove Schools, and Tammy Wilson, principal.
I'm Tammy Wilson with Oak Grove Center, and I am so pleased to introduce you to Lakeisha Stafford, who I'm going to bequeath this honor on. We are so proud of this young woman and all that she's accomplished at Oak Grove Center, and as she gets ready to leave us, she's going to leave a pretty big hole on the campus and in our hearts because she's our inspiration. She's grown so much and has established herself as a leader and a person of true integrity and commitment. Our school goals are having resilience, which she embodies totally, excellence, which she constantly strives for, academics. She's done so well in school and is maintaining that character, which she just has oodles of, and helps other people, achieve more of their character, and honor, which she consistently displays. I'm so proud of you, Lakeisha. The thing that is amazing about Lakeisha is that she's overcome some incredible obstacles and some pretty significant hardships, and she's a survivor and a thriver, and we are so proud of her. So she is at Oak Grove at the ranch, and some of you may not realize we have Oak Grove Center here in Murrieta, but we have a satellite campus in Paris that we're very, very proud of. And Lakeisha is a leader on that campus, has maintained a workability job, reaches out to all the different classes and teachers and students, and we are just so proud of her. I do want her teacher, Ms. Shannon Pearson, to say a few words.
Thank you for having us again. We were privileged to be here in October when Lakeisha earned Student of the Month, so for her to be back here for Student of the Year is pretty incredible. And we believed in you all along. We knew you could get it done. I've had the privilege of being her teacher the last 2 years on our campus, so I've seen Lakeisha both in and out of the classroom. She's an amazing student. Despite any challenges she's ever faced, she comes to school, she makes honor roll, she's there, She makes a difference on our campus. We're going to have a huge void when you're gone. All the younger kids look up to her. Her classmates look up to her, and she kind of sets the tone for our classroom. And it's going to be missed. It's really going to be missed. But we're super proud of her. She does maintain her workability job on campus, where she goes out and does jobs around the campus. So she's fully capable of, I mean, I would hire her any day to work for me if I had a position available. She's got a lot ahead of her, and all I can say from the ranch staff is we love you, and just never, never give up. So we're super proud of you, and congratulations to her as she heads out into this big adventure of hers.
Hi, I'm Lakeisha. My name is Lakeisha Stanford. I go to Oak Grove. I'm a senior in 12th grade. I plan on attending RCC for 2 years, and I also plan to transfer to San Diego State. First, I would like to say thank you to everyone here that has encouraged me to get this award for Student of the Year. I also would like to thank my teacher, Ms. Shannon, for being a great leader, and also my staff for being there when I needed them, and also pushing me to do better. All my life, I was looked at as a problem child because of my past. I always got in trouble no matter what it was, but when I came to Oak Grove, it was very different. I had more help, and there was always someone there to listen to me when I needed someone there to listen. Growing up, I took on a lot of responsibilities at a young age, such as cleaning and cooking, taking care of my younger siblings. I didn't grow up in a perfect community. There was killings, fights, and drugs. I could go on and on, but I kept my head up and maintained to come to school. Come to school through the fights from middle school and high school. I still managed to keep my grades up and go to school every day. I've learned to never give up. I want to thank my Oak Grove staff for helping me graduate, and I am capable of reaching my goals. Thank you, Miss Maisha, Miss Brandy, and Miss Cynthia, and Miss Teresa, and Miss Brittany, and Miss Tammy. I would also like to thank Miss Tammy for also having a great attitude and helping me achieve my goals. I would also like to thank my father, Levon, for allowing me to look up to him as a father figure, for being there at the hardest times, and for pushing me to do, for pushing me to the top. I would also like to thank my mother for always being there, for being my best friend and always believing in me. And I could finally say I made it, Mom. I couldn't have done it without you all. Good job.
It's my great honor to ask Derek Roth, principal of Calvary Christian Schools, and their student, Derek Roth, principal, and Stanley Adam Schwab to come to the stage. Congratulations.
Hi, my name, I bet I'm gonna get it. Just 1 second. I will. I'm on it. Hey, my name is Derek Roth. I'm the principal at Calvary Marietta Christian School, and it is my honor to introduce you to Adam Stanley Schwab, better known as Stanley Adam Schwab. But first of all, we're warriors, so we kind of do things a little bit different. That's why Margaret was a little worried. Adam, please kneel. On behalf of the Kingdom of Marietta, I honor you with Student of the Year. All right, so one of the things I want to start off with Adam, Oh, by the way, he had grad night last night. He got back to school at 4 o'clock this morning, woke up and is here, so that deserves a round of applause also. Great job, way to go. But Adam has been my son's best friend since second grade. And so with this day is an amazing day for me because I get to honor someone who I love. And he is such an amazing young man. I remember when my son and he first met. It was at a football game that his dad and I were coaching at, and they met each other and they said, "Hey, do you want to play?" And from that moment of meeting together, our families have had just a rich history. And Adam, through those years, little tiny Adam with gigantic football in his hand, has grown into a young man who's been a leader on our campus and a leader in his community. Not only is he the star quarterback of our football team, passed over some millions of yards, I can't even remember how many yards, but broke all the school records. He not only played soccer and basketball for our varsity teams and baseball, and won all-league efforts in all of those. The thing that I love most and that our school will miss the most about Adam is his amazing ability to lead us in worship. With our school, every Monday, the first thing we do as an entire student body is we come together in our church's sanctuary, and we have what we call Square One, which is our chapel. And through Adam's high school career, he has led us in that worship. And so it's going to be a different year next year, missing him. He's done a great job of taking us into the Lord's throne, and we'll miss him for that. But he is also super funny, and that's why I had to make him kneel, because he adds such a humor to our school and into my life, and he is such a well-rounded young man. He is, I don't even know what level you are as a pianist, but he is like, the double things in the back, whatever that is, sitting down at the piano. He won amazing awards. He is our valedictorian of our school. AP classes like crazy. National Honor Society. List goes on and on with Adam. Just such a great kid. But here's the number one compliment that I can give him. As with every parent who is graduating on a senior, you have the worry of what's going to happen when they go to college, right? If you're a parent in the room who's graduated one, or you guys are graduating your students that you have here today, you know that you're going, wow, I need to be on my knees praying for the roommate that my son or daughter are going to have when they go to college, right? And all the classes that they'll be taking. Greatest honor I can give to Adam is that he has given me great pleasure and great confidence, because he's going to be my son's roommate in college. And so all the way from second grade all the way up into college, these two will be together. And so it gives me great comfort as a father, because he is an amazing young man. But enough of my talk. I'd love for you to be able to meet him and get to know him a little better. So won't you welcome up Anley? Anley. Yeah, I just called you Anley. That's awesome. It's Adam, but it's actually Stanley. Yeah. So Stanley Adam Schwab.
Thank you, Mr. Roth. Yeah, so like you said, sorry if I stumbled through this grad night. I got home 3 hours ago, and after I was able to brush my teeth, take a shower, put my hair in curls, and let it air dry, I got to bed like 20 minutes ago, and in time to get here.
And Mrs. Myers, in case you were wondering, with the last 25 years, with roughly 600 to 800,000 students coming through the Valley, we represent about 1.33% of the students. Okay, so my name is Adam Schwab, and today I brought with me my parents and my principal, Mr. Roth. My parents have been with me through everything, and there's no way I could thank them enough. There's been a lot of late nights where my parents have stayed up with me to talk about like my so-called problems, the most important of those being who I was going to take to prom. But the reason I had Mr. Roth speak on my behalf is because he has been like a second father to me. I'm best friends with his son Micah, like he said, and we're going to the same college, Zeus Pacific University. And Mr. Roth, who I first knew as Coach Roth, has been one of the most instrumental people in propelling me where I am today. He's offered me many opportunities in the school through leading worship, encouraging me in my abilities as an athlete, and motivating me to be the best student I could be. Without Mr. Roth and my parents, I don't think I'd be where I am or have the achievements that I have. So thank you. So I have many passions and interests. I play football, baseball, and basketball. I'm classically trained in the piano, self-taught on the guitar, and I sing. I excel in academics because I like to do school. Something about figuring out the integral to a quartic equation makes me feel warm and fuzzy inside. Lastly, I love people. I have been to almost every continent in the world in an effort to help people. But when talking about my passions, I would be remiss not to mention my relationship with Jesus Christ. He is my true passion. He's the force of my ambition, character, and drive. I love to do sports. I love creating music, doing school, and helping people. But Jesus Christ is the one who gives me the strength and ability to do all of these things. In 1 Corinthians 10:31 it says, "So whether you eat or drink or whatever you do, do it all for the glory of God." I've tried to make this the mantra of my life. When playing sports, I try to use the field as a pulpit because of what my coaches and parents have taught me, whether it be helping up a player after I've just tackled him or merely just respecting the refs. I try to be a light on the field and make people wonder what's different. I've used my musical ability to glorify God as I'm a worship leader at my church and school, and I plan on majoring in systems engineering, not only because I love math, but also because I hope that I can possibly help out people in underdeveloped countries to be able to have some of the basic necessities and things that we in America call needs. In C.S. Lewis's novel, The Screwtape Letters, Lewis explores the fact that people, created beings, do not understand ownership. He writes, "The word mine in its fully possessive sense cannot be uttered by a human being about anything." The reason this is true is because God has given us everything, our talents, abilities, families, and even our looks and our hair. So we cannot take credit for any of our fortunate situations we are in because all of it comes from our Creator. With this in mind, because I've received everything from my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ, I want to do as much as I can to honor and glorify Him. And so that is my passion. My passions are fueled by my passion for Christ. My love for music, sports, math, and people is because of my love for Jesus Christ. In closing, I would like to thank Murrieta Chamber of Commerce for this prestigious award, and I'd like to thank all the sponsors for your generous donations. That helps a lot for college tuition. And I will be attending Azusa Pacific University, majoring in systems engineering, get a second major in humanities in the Honors College, minoring in worship, and playing football. Thank you.
One of the things that I forgot to mention is Adam's favorite verse, and so I'm going to read that to you here. It's out of 1 Peter 2, verse 17, and you can see it in his life. "Honor all people, love the brotherhood, fear God, honor the king." Adam Stanley Schwab is an amazing young man. He is going to be missed at our school. So, hey, before I cry, we're going to go on in the program, and Mick Wager, you are up with Vista Murrieta High School.
Please come close. Yeah. Good morning, everybody. I'm going to do this before I get yelled at, because I'm a rule follower there, Mr. Rock. And this, we just had our awards night earlier this week where we handed out a bunch of these, medallions, but none of them looked like this. So, Nandini, you'll be the only one at graduation wearing this medallion. All right, congratulations to everybody. The theme of the morning seems to be hair. Everyone has beautiful hair, and the ladies, you look nice too. And if you figure the percentage, I would think the students, that may be 1.33 for all the students of the, I think that was students of the month. Is that right, Adam? That was, so if you do students of the year, I don't know if you divide that by 8, I'm not sure, but that percentage gets down to be a pretty tiny percentage for all the students of the year who have been selected over all these years. But Chamber of Commerce, thank you very much. I would just want to thank Sally and Margaret and Jennifer for your years of service in putting this on. It's just an incredible event, and it's just really, really great to wrap it up this way. I have with me also here, this is Nandini Patel, by the way. Yeah, it's about her. But I also brought, enough about me. I could go on all day, and I've been told since we were going last, we can go as long as we want. I think that's what I heard. So I also brought Denise Peterson with us this morning, and you'll see why it's appropriate. She's our ASB leadership advisor, and like I said, you'll see why that's important here this morning. Chamber of Commerce, you selected well when you chose Nandini Patel. Nandini has achieved so much in the last few years, all while remaining incredibly humble and in keeping an incredibly upbeat attitude throughout. She goes above and beyond our school's motto of class, character, leadership, attitude, scholarship, and service, where she excels in each of those areas. Most students we recognize monthly are very involved in school, which Nandini is, ASB, tennis, Interact, National Honor Society, et cetera. But what sets her apart is her involvement in outside activities. She was the Lions Club speech contest winner in 2015 and 16 and won the Rotary Club's American Leadership Award. She was recognized as Bank of America Student Leader for work at Michelle's Place Breast Cancer Research Center. And so leadership, as you might see, is the area where Nandini has excelled and showed a deep passion. I think she really takes to heart the quote that leadership is action and not position, because she has taken a lot of action. She sees her involvement in political activity as a way to make positive change. She served as the state president, that's the state president, of the California Association of Student Councils, and is a student board member on the Association of California School Administrators Legislative Policy Committee. I don't even know what that is, but it sounds really important. She's our student representative on our school site council, and has been our student representative on the City Council of Murrieta. At the risk of sounding like I'm reading a list, I'm about to read a list. So there's no real risk. That's what it's going to be. It goes on and on. She was a student president of the Murrieta Youth Advisory Committee, attorney on the Southwestern Valley Juvenile Court, took first place as a public debater in the Citrus Belt Speech Regional something. There's a typo. Sorry about that. Interns at the USC Shoah Foundation, which is dedicated to education and action regarding the Holocaust and other genocides. She's the head representative on the VMHS Interact Club, student board member on the California Superintendent of Schools Tom Torlickson's Task Force on Accountability and Continuous Improvement, and Nandini is one of only 5 student board members on the California Association of Student Council Board of Directors. Even with all this activity, Nandini holds down a whopping GPA. Everyone in here has an incredible GPA, but it happens to be 4.39. So she's with all of that. So on top of this, and Nandini is such a nice person. She's just so friendly, always smiling, always willing to help, and it explains why the famous words of Maya Angelou are some of her favorites, which people will forget what you said, people will forget what you did, but people will never forget how you made them feel. And well, the way I feel, Nandini, is proud, honored to know you, and really honored to call you our Senior Student of the Year. Congratulations.
Hi there. I won't take much time. I just want to share kind of maybe two stories. I recently took over the program, the activities program at Vista Murrieta High School this past year, and my husband is a counselor there, and over the summer, he kept saying, so have you heard of this Nandini girl? He kept mentioning Nandini, have you met her yet? Have you spoken with her? And so I kind of started the year with this mindset of, who is this Nandini girl? And much to my pleasure, Nandini is literally the sunshine. I think I've told her this before. She is the sunshine in our class. She just provides, as Mr. Rigger spoke of, that warmth and just that amazing feeling. She provides so much positivity, and she's so uplifting, and she values humankind. She literally is just a genuine person to be around and appreciates so much out of life. So she has her resume, she has her list, she has her GPA, but the things that I find amazing about her are just who she is on the inside and her heart. I have, my second story is kind of one statement that wraps this girl up is tiny but mighty. She obviously, as spoken of, very tiny but mighty. But I had an opportunity to spend last weekend in Yosemite with her. This little girl charged up the mountain like you would not believe, and maybe a few negative comments along the way about the effort involved. But she charged, and I was so proud of her, and it was such an amazing experience to spend that time with her. She is such a valuable person on our campus, and my only regret is that I only got a year with her. So I just want to congratulate her.
So as I was looking through the packet for like the one that we received to talk about for the Student of the Year, there were some questions about like what are you passionate about and how do you like plan to use your passion in the future. And I was thinking about how I can phrase this in a way that can truly like encompass the amount of gratitude and the amount that I've learned from the past 4 years and past 10 years here in Murrieta, and I truly can't fit it in 3 minutes. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the one thing that I take away from Vista Murrieta High School, and that's the motto class. And so if we start with the first C, it's character. And when I look at character, it's the foundation principle that we kind of live our lives by. And I am so grateful to have been born in this country, to have been born in the state, and to live in Murrieta. I'm so grateful to my school, especially because it has provided me with so much love and support, and I consider myself to be one of the luckiest girls in the world to have attended Vista Murrieta High School, because the people there are so loving and so caring, and they continue to inspire me every single day. And I talk about Miss Peterson to my mom a lot, and it's because she's such a strong woman, and I think this weekend I saw it more than ever that there's so much to learn from those around you. And if you go to the next L in class, it's leadership. And I am so blessed to be surrounded by such great leaders in my life that continue to inspire me and that continue to push me no matter the situation. We were just talking about it at the table yesterday. We had a little situation at our school in which we had 800 Chick-fil-A sandwiches that really had nowhere to go because they came at the wrong time. And in that time I walked into the ASB room because I actually had to print something for my next class. But Mr. Peterson and Mrs. Peterson and our assistant principal and a bunch of other administrators were sitting there getting tables ready, and we're like, okay, let's get the scanners out. The students are coming, and we had literally piles and piles of kids coming in to get their sandwiches. And in those moments, it was like they cared so much about students, and they cared so much about my experience and my high school experience and what I leave this high school with, and that continues to push me to find the one thing that I'm passionate about and the one thing that makes me feel the way they feel about students in my life, so I can express that same passion in whatever I do. And then we talk about scholarship, and I'm also really lucky to grow up in a family that values education. I'm so thankful to my parents who have sacrificed so much for me to do what I am able to do. This past year has been like really difficult because as Mr. Wager mentioned, I've been involved in the California Association of Student Councils, and that required me to go to Sacramento about twice a month. I'd fly down during school days, and just the driving to the airports and the amount of time it took out of our family life. If they weren't there to support me, I wouldn't be here today. And you have sacrificed so much just so I can go to this school, just so I can wake up and have a lunch ready to take every morning. And that means so much to me. And I'm really gonna miss that in college, but I'm so thankful. I'm so thankful to have grown up here. Our superintendent, our district is so supportive of students, and they really care. And we don't really understand how lucky we are to be growing up here, because this truly is the best place to live and to thrive. And I have been blessed with so many great teachers in my life that I'm taken aback. I have really no words. And coming down to the last S in class, which is scholarship, service. Sorry, Mr. Wager. That is truly my passion, and I think that's my favorite letter in class, service. I spent last year interning at the Breast Cancer Resource Center, and I've tried to engage myself in meaningful activity as much as I can, and I'm still trying to figure out what exactly it is that I want to dedicate my life to, but I know that it involves serving, and I really am out of words because I look at all of you guys here, and you all inspire me to do my best in whatever I choose to do, and I really hope, Megan, that you have found your passion through whatever you have engaged in the last 3 summers, and that I can find that same passion in whatever I do for the next 4 years at Claremont McKenna College, where I'll be majoring in, right now it's philosophy, politics, and economics, but I will continue to minor in government and have a leadership sequence as well. Thank you.
Oh, yeah. Talked about tiny but mighty, but these were her notes for the speech, so I'm not sure what that means. Anyway, congratulations to everybody. Thank you.
Students, at this time, will you please take your chairs with your names on it? Parents, if you haven't turned around, you might as well turn around, because if you don't have a kink already, you will. So just take a quick minute. Yes, take yours and pass it down. So students, it is my pleasure to welcome you to the club. You are joining a group of alumni who've set the bar quite high, and the 7 of you did not disappoint this year. You are joining the ranks of change makers and influencers. The alumni pool of Students of the Year consists of doctors, lawyers, engineers, professional athletes, politicians, entrepreneurs, principals, and executives. So keep going, okay? I would like to remind you 2 fun things. 1, the medals you're wearing, you are the only person in your entire school who gets to wear this at graduation, so rock it proudly, okay? Don't forget that. And 2, don't forget, it's now your job to write more thank you notes, so we'll be waiting for them. I know you're going to want to take a couple weeks off for summer and then come back and then make sure you get those done, okay? But now it's my honor to challenge you, okay? I challenge you to go off, to learn, to grow, to go to Denny's at 2 in the morning and take advantage of all those opportunities, and then come back. Come back to our home community here of Murrieta and make a difference and really invest in the next generation as all of us alumni have done. So that's my challenge to you. Have a wonderful time in college, and then I get to talk about this wonderful letter. This letter is the money. So Mom and Dad, this is the thing you care most about in the entire bucket of things you're getting today. This is the letter that needs to come back. We've streamlined this process. And so Miss Jerry Selway over at the bank, Pacific Western, is in charge of actually cutting you the check. So what you have to do is make sure you fill it out, tell us where you're going, what school you're going to, and the money will be sent directly to your university. So parents, make sure this gets done because we don't want extra money at the end of the year. This year we were able to raise $2,314, so woohoo! We're just excited because we beat Temecula's amount, so go Murrieta. So make sure, students, you do not lose this letter. So we want to thank Jerry Selway, who will take over the process from here. And as you can see, there's a whole bunch of us who are involved in this process because we all really care and love you all and are super proud of you, okay? All right, at this time, I'd like to call all the scholarship sponsors who are in the room to please come around. Abbott Vascular, they had to sneak out, but I know that they're going to send their regards and congratulations to you. Alpha Bacon Company, all the way over from Phoenix, Arizona, they send their congratulations to you. Angela Stigamura, on behalf of Stiffield Nicholas, she sends her congratulations. Bechet Enterprises, Crystal is here representing. BMW of Murrieta, Boris Sade says congratulations. Code for Educational Consulting, Mr. and Mrs. Murray, they send their congratulations to you all. The Commerce Bank of Temecula Valley, Dan and Holly will be here. The Dickinson family, Mr. Ken Dixon, who's on our school board. The Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District, John Vega and Andy Morris are here. Patrick Kelly, our superintendent, him and his wife, so Mr. Kelly. The McDonald's Restaurants of Murrieta, the Mestis family sends their congratulations. The Medline Foundation sends their congratulations. Mount San Jacinto College, Morris Meyer should be here. Pacific Premier Bank, Eric McLeod. Pacific Western Bank, Jerry Selway. The Paradise Chevrolet Cadillac, they send their congratulations. RC Grading, Robin Christ is representing. The Rotary Club of Murrieta, Warren Stevenson should be here. Southwest Healthcare System and Rancho Springs Medical Center, Brian Connors. Sullivan Solar Power, Emily Padilla. The Walters family, Mrs. Walters. And YMCA Murrieta, Zach Geller is going to wrap us up. So there's a lot of you, so if you can keep it short, keep it sweet and simple, and give them something that's going to really change their lives. No pressure. So kick us off.
Good morning, everybody. Dan Stake and Holly is here with me today from Commerce Bank of Temecula Valley. I want to congratulate each and every one of you as a sponsor. We couldn't be more proud of each and every one of you. You did a tremendous job through school. The next step is ahead. I'm sure all will do well. Have a great time and just keep up the good work. Thank you very much.
I just want to say really quick that I've had a really hard time not crying today because I am also the mother of a graduating senior this year, so being here to recognize you guys is really resonating hard with me. And I also have to say, go APU. I'm an alum.
Yes. All right.
Congratulations to all of you.
Good morning, Crystal representing Bechet Enterprises. Congratulations all. I could not stop the tears, so I was crying back there. But you all did an amazing job. Congratulations. And I know all the parents are very proud and, do a good job out there. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone, and especially the students being honored today. As a school board member here in Murrieta, it's been a privilege to be a part of the team that helps to create policy within the school district, but the heavy lifting goes to the parents, the administrators, teachers at the school sites. You guys do an amazing job with the tools that you have. So anyway, thank you to all of you. On behalf of our company, RC Grading, it's important for us to also give back to our future leaders, and so we're looking to you to do great things and hopefully, again, come back to Murrieta and provide those great things for us. Congratulations.
Good morning. I'm Ken Dixon. It's a privilege to follow our board president up here this morning. What an inspiring time. And inspiration without expression can actually lead to depression. Try to do this in 30 seconds, and I'll do my best. Students, extraordinarily well done. good luck, Godspeed. Very proud of you. We're honoring you here today, and that's appropriate. But I wanted to leave a couple of thoughts. A rising tide lifts all boats. You've lifted an entire high school by your example, and that's a big part of this award, I believe. Here's the important point. We're blessed, you're blessed, your families are blessed to be a blessing. Never forget that. Parents, congratulations. We like to take a little bit of credit for what's happened here to these students, and inappropriately so maybe. Forgive me for getting a little bit personal. Supporting this organization is the easiest thing I do, in part because my children, my son 25 years ago, my daughter 24 years ago, were honored in the very same way. And it's like, duh. But the community is extraordinary here too. And I'm so grateful to be part of that. You've heard about that. The Sizzler organization, Sally, Jen, Margaret, can't thank them enough to be real spark plugs, real force multipliers for our school district. Makes life there very, very easy. Peace through strength. You have strengths, all of you. Object to that is a better world. And I've heard that this morning. And it lifts my heart. All right, with due respect, Jen, yeah, we want you to come back to be an influence. My two kids are a continent away, but they're having an impact. And we want you to impact your world. You are that privileged, that gifted, that challenged. Marietta is very, very special. We've had a great launching. Be an impact wherever your life takes you. And Air Force guy in me says, aim high. So, that all said, I think I'm past my 30 seconds, but good luck, Godspeed.
Good morning. You will have to forgive me. My little cell phone is going off and saying the critical 9:30 meeting, you're supposed to be out of City Hall. You're not here. Get over here. So I'm kind of preempting and jumping in here. So I made a ton of notes on all of you. So let me just sum it up and say something different than what you're hearing from all the other adults here. Everybody said, and I've said this in the past, you know, all of you have such tremendous talents. We want you to come back here, start a business, contribute to your community. I'm not going to say that. When I've listened to your passion for service, for God, for humanity, you don't need to come back here. There's a big world out there, a big third world that needs the skill, the love, the kindness, the abilities that all of you have. I want you to go out and make this a better world because you have the ability to do it. God bless all of you. Everybody in this room is exceedingly proud of you, and we know that you will do great things with your life. Thank you.
Well, students, good morning. While I'm lucky to be superintendent of schools for the school district, I'm up here right now just as a husband and a father. My wife and I want to contribute to you and say thank you because we believe in you, how proud we are of you. And we're paying tuition for our own kids, so that is saying a lot. We want to pay for you as well. But it means a lot because the community and the students that we have gives us great optimism for what's happening. Congratulations to you.
Good morning, everyone. I just want to say congratulations to all of you, and it was so wonderful to hear you talk about your passion. So continue to pursue your passions, go out and serve others, and make a difference in this world. And Isaac, I'll be thinking of you for Army-Navy games, and I hate to say it, I say go Navy beat Army, so I apologize for that. Congratulations.
Hey guys, Andy Morris, Board Vice President, Elsinore Valley Municipal Water District. I'm here on behalf of the Board of Directors to congratulate you guys on an awesome year. It's amazing. And I noticed that some of you might not have picked what your profession is. And so I want to leave you with this. This country we take for granted the fact that you can just turn on a tap and the water comes out. I think the profession of the water industry is an amazing place. I wish I could go back to school again and go into it and work in that field, not just be a board of director, because it is amazing the things that they do. So if you haven't decided on anything yet, we could definitely use people like you. Congratulations.
Good morning, students and families and teachers. My name is Emily Padilla. I'm representing Sullivan Solar Power. I want to give you a quote today. It's by Thomas S. Monson. It's one of my favorites, and it says, "May we ever choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong." And I love that quote. And I'm sure that there's been many times already where you have had to choose the harder right to be where you are. And there's going to be many times in your life, in college and after, where you will have to choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong. And our prayer is that you do that and that you keep going on the path that you need to bless the lives of other people through your work and through your studies. And always remember that we're here to help each other, and that's what God put us on this earth, and that's how we learn and grow. So on behalf of Sullivan Solar Power, we wish you well, and God be with you. Thank you.
Good morning. My name is Zach Guller. I am from the Murrieta Family YMCA. And when I hear every month and I'm seeing, all the students of the month and student of the year, I think of our 4 core values for the YMCA. It's honesty, caring, respect, and responsibility. And these are all things that we carry with us, not just in the workplace, but what you guys are all learning as you're growing up. And so I just urge you to carry those 4 core values with you through the rest of your lives. Congratulations. We're very honored and grateful to be here and to support you. So thank you.
Good morning. I am Carol Hernandez, and I am representing the Murrieta Rotary Club this morning. And our club motto is service above self. And after listening to your passions, I am looking at future Rotarians. I can see that. You are wonderful. Many of us moved here to raise our children here in this community. And listening to you, it just tells all of us we made the right decision years ago. Thank you for representing our community here, our school district. We love what you're doing and we love where you're going. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Okay, students, I hope you took copious notes. No, I'm just teasing. Okay, now at this point, we have all of our dignitaries who are in the room who are going to come speak. On behalf of the Murrieta Chamber of Commerce, we have our chairman of the board, Andy Morris. You already heard our Mayor Rick Gibbs, who had to run out to a meeting. From Congressman Ken Calvert's office, Brenda Denstead is here. From the California State Senator Jeff Stone's office, John Hunneman's here. Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez, Brandon Webb is here. Representing the Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, Superintendent Judy White, Cynthia Glover Woods is here. And County Board of Supervisors Chuck Washington's office, Robin Rhodes is here. And on behalf of the Murrieta Unified School District, our Superintendent Pat Kelly.
Good morning again. Again, we have a certificate for you. This one changed from Student of the Month to Student of the Year, and the Chamber of Commerce is glad to have that for you today. First, I want to thank our partners of the Student of the Month, Sally, Margaret, Jen. You guys truly make this an exceptional program that the Chamber is proud to be part of. Thank you. I also want to thank our awesome city, the school district, and the teachers, and administrators. It's an amazing thing to be chairman of the board of a Chamber of Commerce in a city like this. Thank you to all of those people. And on behalf of the almost 800 members of the Murrieta Chamber, I want to congratulate the students of the year and their parents and their families. You have truly, truly blessed us and wish you health and happiness going forward. We want to assure you, Isaac, where are you, Isaac? I want to assure you that this tradition of Student of the Month and Student of the Year is going to continue because of you guys and your associates. You guys are why we do it, and every year it just strengthens our resolve to continue the program here in our city. So thank you. And truly blessed to be part of this program. So on behalf of the Chamber of Commerce, congratulations.
Oh no, you make eye contact with me. I got something with you. I'll be talking to you afterwards. Good morning!
Good morning.
Oh, come on, you guys. This is Student of the Year. This is a big deal. Let's hear you. Let's get proud. Let's get loud. Good morning!
Good morning.
I knew you could do it. Thank you so much. My name is Brenda Denstead, and I'm here today on behalf of our Congressman Ken Calvert, who wants to wish you a sincere congratulations on your outstanding accomplishments and the things that you have done thus far in your young lives and young careers as students moving forward. I wanted to take a moment to also acknowledge that Monday is Memorial Day. Your education was never free. There were a lot of sacrifices and a lot of people that made what you have accomplished possible because of the sacrifices that they made for you and our country. So I'd like to take a second and acknowledge, if you have been a veteran of any of our armed services in the past, please stand so we can acknowledge you and the sacrifices that you have made and your families have made. I know that there are veterans in the room. I know Rick Gibbs was one, John Hunneman, and Mr. Ken Dixon. We congratulate and thank you for your service. I also wanted to give a message to you students that remember, at the end of the day, your decisions are your own. So moving forward, make sure that you're making smart decisions. The people that are in this room today that you sit closest to should be the ones that you seek the most guidance from. I've heard some very entertaining things in the past. I got a tweet advice, asking on Facebook, really? Those aren't the people that truly care about you. It's the ones today here in this room. So remember that, and remember that at the end of the day, the only person that you have to live with is the one that you see in the mirror every day for the decisions that you make and that you'll carry forward in your life. Those are the bridges that you build for yourself. So I wish you the very, very best in your future. Do good work, do strong things, make strong choices, and soar as high as you can. Congratulations.
Just a little bit taller than Brenda. Good, my name is Brandon Webb with Assemblywoman Melissa Melendez, and it's a great honor to be here with you today. The Assemblywoman has students in the Elsinore Valley, or the Elsinore Unified School District, and I was a product of the Elsinore Valley School District not too long ago, and so it's kind of cool to come to these events. Now in high school, I thought I was doing pretty good. I played basketball. I was in our CTE engineering program, and I graduated with like a 3.7, and I was feeling really good about myself. And then I got this job, and I went to Student of the Month, and I realized how, man, I felt like I felt second class. I was like, holy cow, what did I do with my life? So to have, to be here as kind of the recent graduate, it's amazing to see what you guys are doing. This is not a small thing that you've accomplished. But this whole event, this whole scholarship, the whole breakfast would be wasted if you stopped doing what got you here. So whatever it is that got you here, whether it's your love for service or your academic involvement, please keep doing it. It would be like running a race and stopping right in the middle. Now I know of a turtle and a rabbit who did that and didn't turn out well for the rabbit. So thank you so much for what you do. You are the pride of our district. Thank you so much.
I won't yell at you like Brenda. Good morning. My name is John Hunneman. I'm here representing State Senator Jeff Stone. We have this lovely certificate for each of you this morning. This was not paid for by the new gas tax, which the senator did not vote for. It's great to see Mary Walters here. And Mary and I you remember the first day at Murrieta Mesa High School when you and I was a reporter back then, stood there waiting for the first student to show up. And I think a young man pedaled up on his bicycle, and he was the first student, and we welcomed him here. It's always amazing to come to speak of Murrieta, because when I moved here, there was an elementary school, and that was it. And both my kids ended up did the Avaha Shavela, Murrieta Valley, Go Nighthawks. But I was recalling, I'll be brief, maybe I won't be. Years ago, students from Murrieta went to Temecula Valley High School to go to school before the high schools were built, before the middle schools were built. And it was about 1993, I think, and I got a call, and I was doing the newspaper, doing radio or something back then. I got a call from somebody connected with Temecula Valley High School, asked me if I want to give the commencement address that year at Temecula Valley High School. I said, sure, I don't know why I get this honor, but I'd be honored to do it. And so I said, well, I don't have any wisdom to impart on these young people, but possibly I can borrow from others who've come before me and impart some wisdom. Just remember rule number one: if you steal from one source, it's plagiarism. If you steal from more than one, it's research. And so I looked up some quotes from famous people, and about a week before commencement at Temecula Valley High, I called the school, wanted to know what time I needed to be there. And they said, who are you? They had no idea that somebody had asked me, and so I didn't get to do it. So for about 20 years, I wrote a column every year of famous quotations to impart to the seniors, and hoping that someone would eventually invite me to speak at their commencement. It never happened, and so I was so pleased today when Margaret said, well, you only have 45 minutes, John. Go ahead and give your commencement speech. I do have a few notes, but again, congratulations. And this is not plagiarism, this is research. Oprah Winfrey said, sometimes you find out what you are supposed to be doing, what you were supposed to be doing by doing the things you are not supposed to do. The Car Talk guys, see, I steal from a bunch of different sources. You will never have more energy, more enthusiasm, more hair, or more brain cells than you have today. Stephen Wright said, if at first you don't succeed, then skydiving is definitely not for you. And finally, and I use this one quote in every one of the columns that I wrote because it really hits home to me, and it's by a journalist named Nelson Henderson. The true meaning of life is to plant trees under whose shade you do not expect to sit. So I will leave you with that. Congratulations, and go Murrieta. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Robin Rhodes, and I'm here on behalf of Supervisor Chuck Washington's office. I want to congratulate all the students on being the 2017 Murrieta Students of the Year. You all are an elite group of students. It's not only your academic record and your many talents that you possess that set you apart, but it's most importantly your character. Your character and service for others is what sets you apart from the other students. And so as you go off to college, I want to encourage you to stay true to yourself and remain with your character and continue to help those in need. So I want to congratulate you again. I wish you the best on your endeavors, and remember that you have a strong community that supports you. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Cynthia Glover Woods, Chief Academic Officer for the Riverside County Office of Education. And on behalf of our Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Judy D. White, we extend to you just great appreciation and just want you to know how proud we are of the accomplishments you have made. And I will leave you with just three very brief thoughts. The first being, first I have to tell you how inspired I have been sitting there listening to all that you have done through your K through 12 career and the aspirations that you have. So go forward, make a difference in this world, touch the lives that need to be touched, and do know that you are going to be the next change leaders in our world to make this world a better place for all. Secondly, I just encourage you to find balance in all that you do. As you go forward in service and fill the cups of others, find time to replenish your cup. Find balance, enjoy life, enjoy what you're doing. The things that bring you joy, do them. Laugh, smile. That will allow for you to continue to replenish yourselves and also to be a blessing to others. And lastly, I leave you with, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. Go forward, be strong, and know that your community is there rooting for you, and we couldn't be prouder of you. God bless you.
All right. On behalf of our Board of Education, and 3 of our members are here today, President Robin Crisp, Member Ken Dixon, and Member Paul Diffley, we would like to congratulate you once again. Students, while we have been very intensive with you in your K-12 years, our interest does not stop in your story and in your progress. And so this next journey that you're about to take, we are very, very interested in knowing the continuation of that story and the continuation of that impact. You have meant a lot to this community, and as you can see from the investment from our community and community members, we're very interested in your next steps so that you can then begin to repay back. So we thank you so much and congratulations.
Students, we congratulate you again. Welcome to the club. But at this time, we need to pull up somebody special on our program. So at this time, we'd like to call our chair, Margaret Jones, to the front. Come on up, Margaret. Don't worry. I already have a box of tissues ready for you. Students.
Closer.
This is my hero, okay? She's 80-something years old. She leads the definition of service, of leadership. We all should be so grateful and hope that our run in service and being a change maker lasts as long as hers does. So on behalf of all of us, we want to thank you, and we all have a few goodies for you.
You stay centered. This is fun because we get to boss Margaret around about where she stands and how close. On behalf of all of the principals that you have seen over the years, we would like to present you with this vase and flowers. And let me read the inscription for you. In grateful appreciation, Margaret D. Jones, Murrieta Student of the Month, 1995 to 2017.
It's a morning full of surprises here, everybody. This is Margaret's last Student of the Month and Student of the Year. She retires today after 23 years of service.
We're not done yet.
Oh, we're not done yet.
There's more. There's more.
Okay.
There's more. I come bearing good things. I come bearing good things. The congressman was extremely saddened to hear of your retirement, but wanted to wish you a heartfelt congratulations on the so many years that you have dedicated to this program, to this community, to the children, to us as mentors. We appreciate everything that you do. You embody everything that people want to be. You are selfless, you are kind, you are proud, and you have contributed so much to so many people and touched so many lives. I hope I have the opportunity in my lifetime to do a quarter of what you've done.
Thank you. Yes.
It is my distinct honor today, on behalf of the Congressman, to present a Congressional Certificate of Honor that he is bestowing upon her today. This is a very big deal. This is signed personally by the Congressman to present to you. And I'll read just a little blurb of this. On behalf of the 42nd Congressional District, I would like to present you with a certificate of congressional honor for your outstanding commitment and dedication to the students and educators of the City of Marietta. I applaud your contributions, professionalism, and service you have given for so many years to the Student of the Month program. As a recipient of this distinguished award, you have clearly demonstrated that you are truly a community leader, a role model of volunteerism, and all of Marietta is greatly enriched because of your efforts. On this special occasion, please accept my appreciation and congratulations for your devoted service to our community. I wish you the very best in your future endeavors.
I have to tell you, Congressman Calvert and I go back 25 years. And, you know, the fact that he's served all this time, he's always been there, and I truly consider him a personal friend. And thank you so much. I appreciate this. Thank you.
Oh, there's more. It's like an infomercial. We keep going.
So Margaret, wait, right over here. Margaret, all the students received a medal today because of their commitment, their dedication, their selflessness. So today you get our Student of the Year, Woman of the Year medal for Margaret Jones. And you know, at the end, we always listen to John Maxwell. Today we're going to hear from John Maxwell. And the word is one that I believe that embodies not only you, but Margaret as well. And the word is generosity. And the great example of this word is because you are young and you are starting out with this fabulous foundation and so many great opportunities for you. And here is Margaret, who has been taking advantage of every opportunity to give back that she can. So what a great set of generations that we have to be able to share. And so this is what John Maxwell says about generosity. No person was ever honored for what he received. Honor has been the reward for what he gave. So you are being honored today for what you have given in this wonderful, precious life that you have experienced thus far. And Margaret is that shining star and example of a person that has given for a lifetime of service. And even though Margaret is retiring from our program, she loves our program. She has owned our program. From the day she said, Sally, I want to chair that program, she has owned this program. And these are, as she says, her principals, her students, her schools, her community. And so not everybody takes ownership like Margaret. So let this be a magnificent, a significant as well, example of a person that gives back to our community in a way that she wants to do everything for the benefit of others. So Margaret, we love and adore you. And Cameron, if you could come forward, because with all that Margaret has blessed us with, Cameron with Student Venture is going to just give a short blessing to Margaret.
Can I say something too?
Yes. Okay. In a minute.
One thing that came to mind really quick, and I kind of want to piggyback on something that Adam was saying earlier, that everything that we have and get in this life comes from the Lord. And it brought to mind James 1:17. It says, every good gift, every perfect gift comes down from the Father of lights. And I think we can see here that you have been that gift to us in this community and your principals and your students and everything that you've done. So thank you so much for your efforts. And I can only say that for being here part of this for a few years. I can't even imagine how you all feel after 20 years. So God bless you. Thank you. Let's pray. Absolutely. Father, we want to thank you so much for this perfect gift that you have given to us in our lives. This gift of service and sacrifice and love and passion in Margaret and what she's been able to do in this community and what she's been able to do in our lives and how she's touched each and every one of us over the years. And we pray now, Father, that you would continue to go with her, go before her, continue to equip her and strengthen her, Father, for what you have for her in her future. Lord, we love her and are so grateful for the time that we've had to spend with her in this program and this organization. We thank you, Jesus, for all that you've done for us and for her and through her life. In this we pray. In your name, amen.
Thank you. Okay, now, can I?
Almost. Just so you students know, this is the actual original Miss Murrieta when the city became a city back in 1992. So we couldn't send Miss Murrieta off without the official going off to retirement basket. And Margaret, your basket comes complete with thank you notes. Thank you for all your service. There's all kinds of goodies in here. You get a big plaque from the Chamber of Commerce thanking you for all your service. You get a beach towel like all the kids because you need to relax and enjoy retirement. And she's just retired from student of the month, so just so you know, she's still running her business next door. So this lady, 80-something and kicking, you guys, we have a lot to live up to.
Bear with me just a few more moments. As the presenter for the past 20 years plus, it has always been my honor and privilege to represent the Murrieta Student of the Month program. Being able to meet so many of the wonderful young people and to hear what they want to do and where they want to go with their lives. As we close out the Murrieta Student of the Month program for another year, I have a few people I would like to recognize and give my personal thanks to. First of all, Sally, for inviting me into the program and allowing me the privilege to meet so many people and embrace the true values that these young people come forward with. For their young generation, they're remarkable, and telling you from another generation, I'm in awe of what all our students have done and where they've come from. You are truly amazing. It's allowed me to become, Sally has, the freedom to express myself and to become a better person. As one of the three amigos, we have had our fun. Thank you, dear Sally, for allowing me this privilege. To our principals. You're making the choices every month. Your dedicated support to help in the process of making the program what it is. I know that next year and the future years, we can count on you to be there. You are awesome. You guys, I love you like you're my sons because I'm old enough to be most of your mothers. And I tell you, I like to pick on a few people once in a while. And you can't even know who that is. I mean, he's already expressing that he's guilty. But that's okay, Mick. I love you anyway. Thank you. What it is I know next year is going to get even better. So again, my true thanks to you. Then to my dear family. Did my daughter come over? Is my daughter Tracy here?
Oh yeah, she's in the back.
Where is she? I want you, my darling, to come up here. To Tracy Jones Clark, my daughter. Every month there to do the program. Listen to me grumble about the last minute changes, but never wavered. Always supported me and held me up so I could be here. She truly has been a support. She did the programs for a long time and passed it on over to Merida Mesa to print, but you know what? She's always been there for me. So to my darling daughter. And then to my niece, Daphne Lloyd, ever faithful, coming over at 9 o'clock at night after work to help me to do the baskets each year and to put the final touches on everything. Here I have two real troopers. To my two darlings, my daughter, and like a second daughter, my niece Daphne. I love you guys. Thank you so much. team. I tell you, the team. Yay, team. Sally mentioned before, nothing is done by one alone, and I've said that for a long time. The team I've had, the past couple of years especially, it takes the full effort of many. As you've come in the door, you've seen the greeters, you've seen the backpacks, you've seen all this stuff that they do. Coming in with a smile, even escorting some of you to your tables, bringing in extra goodies, filling the backpacks. From my heart, team, I say thank you. Yay, team! Go, team! Yay, team! I will miss you all. Your support through the program cannot survive. To our sponsors, the breakfast, scholarship, backpack. Your support for the program cannot survive without your support. It is my greatest wish for next year you will all come back. I know the program can count on you. So sponsors that are here and those that will see this later, I look forward to your continued support. Thank you for that. Now where's Lee? Lee, come up here, please. Lee. To our ever faithful young lady who has come every month, regardless, rain, snow, shine, whatever, she is here and she has been with us forever. Always with a big smile. Always with a big smile. I'm very supportive. To Lee, I want to give you just a little token of my appreciation for all you have done, and I know you're going to continue with the program. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Connie. Thank you. Thank you.
I'm almost finished. To Stephen, who's been behind the camera each month, another faithful, loyal supporter. Even coming across their take a pass when there was problems, rain, shine, or fog, that young man was here. And I wish for you, Stephen, your dream to come true in the next few years. What you want to do with your life is in God's service. And I just pray every day that that will happen for you soon. Stephen, thank you again. I just can't say enough.
Thank you.
So with that having been said, my heartfelt thanks goes to everybody to show that we are a community of support for each other. And I love you and I bid you adieu. And I know I'll see you around the communities. And so now let's get this program finished. Let's get out there, let's get our photo shoot going, gather up front with lots of smiles and happiness. Sally, thank you again. And I'm finished. So thank you so much. Thank you.
You all know the drill. Pictures out front, your baskets are there, your names are on them.